I need help with Adder.
Try to learn Polish. It's not so hard.
I didn't need Polish to save your arses.
Yeah, leave it now. Hej, komar, podejdź tu. Henry chce się do ciebie coś zapytać.
I've got the feeling you're just stringing us along with that Polish.
Ah, come on. You know Other understand you pretty good.
O co chodzi? Jasne, że rozumiem.
No, ale on tobie nie, chłopie.
To niech się ta pierdoła nauczy.
What did you see in the village?
Coś widziałeś?
Do diaska, nie jestem głupi, pojmuję. Jest tam taka przyjemniutka karczma. No i piękne dziewki zaziemne. Jedna... tam miała takie okrąglutkie jabłuszka, że mogłem się z nimi gździć na okrągło.
So, how many guards are there?
I think you don't find out much from the other about that. He not keep his little gherkin in halls.
What did you see at Malashow Fortress?
To nie twierdza, ale zamek. Zaprawdę nie wiem, jak w Ziszkach tego zdobyć.
That castle strong like rock.
Aye. It seems that Ruthard spared no expense.
Rutard? Widziałem Rutarda.
To si nie mógł widzieć. Siedzi w celi w Kutnej Horze.
Who did he see?
No to nie wiem. Ale zadek ma całkiem.
You are cockot.
What, then?
Look like not only von Bergow is in fortress. Daughter of Kunzelin is too.
What, Rosa? Seriously? Damn it. If anything happens to her, I'll never forgive myself.
Right. The woman's is always trouble with them.
Nawet nie mów.
Rosa's a lady. And a very clever one.
You like her, eh? You wait. Take it easy. No worry. Nothing happened to her. We save her. You see.
God be with you.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
Well, nothing much. If there was something, I'd tell you.
What's new around?
Well, if there was some... God be with you, good sir.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
I hear you like to play.
What game would you like to play?
Cardinals.
Let's play.
Ich hoffe, das Glück steht mir bei. Show me what you've got, lad. If I was you, I'd take it. Schön. Verdammt! Yet you look like you can't count to 5. Scheiß drauf, verdammtes Pech. The money's yours.
My God! Ah, the simple joys of life, eh, pal? Ha ha!
How have you been getting on?
Well, I finally got my shit together. A nice, big, solid one.
Are you better?
That's what I just said. Anyway, do you think I'd miss out on the chance to hack a chunk off Otto's arse?
You're not the only one. After what he did to Samuel's people.
I'm more pissed off about how he handed our arses to us at Rabors. He chased us off like rabbits, the fucker.
How could von Bergow have found out about our meeting in Rabors? Could someone have betrayed us?
I don't know. But there's no point in trying to figure it out. It wasn't any of the captured lords. And if any of their men talked, well, we'll never know now.
Did Zizka tell you how he plans to attack Malishov?
I think it's obvious. We have to lure von Bergow into a trap, then quietly grab him.
Then what do we need that cannon for?
Now, in case our ruse doesn't go according to plan. And I'm itching to fire that fucking contraption. These toys that use gunpowder pretty much even the odds. But they cost as much as a virgin whore. Aye, if we'd had one of them fat beauties with us at Snoimo, that would have been something.
Won't be able to take another one like that.
I'd like to learn from a master.
Where's that wine? Or should I write it down in your diary so you'll remember it?
Again?
Always!
Fine. I'll go and get some.
Du verdammter Mistkerl!
Excuse me, but I'd like to ask you how many men you have with you, sir.
Meine Truppe ist nicht groß, but for your purposes, I think it will suffice. Außer den Leuten here in the camp, I also have Soldaten nearby, and if need be, they will go with us. Doch wir werden abwarten, according to what Hauptmann Schischka says.
What did you agree with Goodman Brabant? How much did he promise you?
Enough to risk meinen Hals, my neck, for you. Half of the reward in coin, in advance, and half in booty on the spot. You pay for any losses of the horses and archers. If your plan fails, you shall pay us the rest of the money we would otherwise get.
So you already know what the plan is?
All I know is you want to capture some small fortress. You get inside, we take care of the rest. Kein Stürmen der Mauern und no sieges. Just a quick, clean job for my men.
What weapons do you have? What can we rely upon in combat?
Meine Truppe has the power of eine Lanze, and my people are experienced archers. We know how to take care of ourselves.
And how many of you are there?
Here in the camp, I have my Armiger Hagen Trott, 2 free archers and a combat hostler. Alles Gute und unerschütterliche Jungs.
What experience do your men have? Where have they fought before?
Das ganze letzte Jahr we fought in Italy for Sir Musio Sforza, and we wintered near Milan.
Who were you fighting against? And did you win?
Unfortunately, this time Il Capitano Barbiano was luckier and beat our Musio in battle. But it was not a bad year. Italien ist ein großartiges Land. I think we shall head south again in the autumn. I'm certain Milan will soon rise against Florence, and there'll be a new war. Viel Erfolg, Heinrich.
Lord be with you.
I'm Zizka's friend. My name's Henry.
Oh, I've heard about you, lad.
Brabant was probably blabbing, eh?
Oh, no, not Brabant at all, but Dangler spoke of you.
Sorry, but I don't know who that is. Who's Dangler?
The one from the entourage of Lord Kuna of Reichwald. Of course. You recently rode together on the Sazavar River, you know.
Oh, I see. What a coincidence. Do you know Lord Kuna?
We mercenaries know one another. One day we fight side by side, the next against each other. But this time we only drank together all evening. Ha! I had a terrible hangover from it, my friend, but I haven't had so much fun in a long time.
What did they tell you about me?
Only good things, like you're not a coward and you're a good fighter. Even Lord Kuna himself said he would welcome you with his retinue.
Well, I'm very honoured.
Aye, you're right. They're quite the scoundrels. Capable scoundrels, though. If Lord Kuna doesn't fuck everything up, he'll be going places.
How is Lord Kuna doing? Is he healthy?
Oh, aye. I heard you had some trouble with old Zul.
Trouble? He was a right bastard, he was. He harmed my father, my lord, and robbed his estate.
Aye. I heard he was a mercenary for the League of Lords.
Where were you before you came here?
Well, we spent this winter near Milan, but we only ran into Brabant here on the Loretz vineyard.
So you've known each other a long time?
I don't know about my Lord Urso, but I saw him there for the first time. An interesting group of people came together, and we drank for several nights.
Well, I'll be damned. So I was risking my neck in the Hungarian camp, and Brabant was drinking with you.
Aye, like I said, there were more people. There was also one Kuttenberg Italian named Giuseppe, who was the acting commander of the guard in the Italian court. Oh my God, you should have heard how his wife makes him suffer. It was so funny when he told it. And then Brabant started telling his stories, and then he mentioned you need help, so here we are.
How much money did Brabant promise you?
Hey, you'll have to ask Sir Urso von Morgenstern. It's his business.
So you don't know what exactly they agreed on?
I have no idea, my friend. I'm just heating up water and grating carrots here.
Seriously?
And why not, if you enjoy it?
Then you should go and see Janos Uher. He can go on about cooking for hours and hours.
Ah, you see, finally a kindred spirit, someone who knows what's important in the world.
What weapons do you have? And how many of you are there?
Well, I prefer a warhammer, but most of us can fight with whatever's at hand. Anyway, we're renowned archers, and Hagen even recently won a tournament in Nuremberg. He defeated the famous Hawkeye Schmidt there. Now that man was so pissed off that he threw his crossbow into the Pegnitz River by mistake and couldn't fish it out.
Are you a cook?
Aye, but it's no big deal. I just got sick and tired of eating that disgusting slop on the road, so I learned to cook.
That's actually a pretty good reason. And are you any good at it?
Well, the men don't complain, so I can't be all that bad. Even Sir Urso himself praised me recently.
Ah. And does your lord have a discerning palate?
Does he ever? He likes sweets, but he enjoys good Italian food above all. Aye, Italy. What a land. Great wine, beautiful women, and delicious food. Every mercenary likes to go back there. First Geld, oder für die Freude.
What does that mean? Fürs Geld, and so on and so forth.
First Geld, oder für die Freude. for money or for joy. That's the motto of our Lord, Sir Ursa von Morgenstern. And it's quite fitting for mercenaries like us, don't you think?
Aye, I reckon it is. Actually, it makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. One or both of them. There's no other reason to risk your skin.
I'd like to ask you something.
Well, let's hear it then, my friend.
What is your lord like? Can you tell me something about Sir Urso?
I can't say a single bad thing about him. First of all, it give me a thrashing, and second, there's no reason to. He's strict but fair, and always has money. In fact, he has so much he can buy those silly trinkets of his.
What are you talking about?
You know, his books, sculptures, and weird fragments he's always carrying around. He's completely mad for those Roman antiques. He collects all kinds of things and can talk about them with other people who are just like him.
So he's scholarly and can read?
I don't know about that. I've never seen him read, but he looks through his books often. And the money he is willing to pay for a piece of great rock, it's enough to make one cry. He's so crazy about those ancient fairy tales, he even named his horse after some monsters or something like that. Farewell, sir.
Here you go. Take it.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Christ, where did I put it? Good morning, Henry.
Good morning, Catherine. I see you got your beauty sleep.
You tease. Oh, I'm all dishevelled.
Are you coming with us to Malashov?
And what would I do there?
What's wrong? Are you upset?
Am I supposed to be happy? Oh, for Christ's sake, you're all the same. Why do I even bother trying? You'll all just end up getting killed.
If you're talking about that plan, well,
Jan still thinks it'll be easy to capture von Bergow. But I heard what Ada said.
what did he say?
That Otto von Bergow has that fortress full of fresh mercenaries, armed to the teeth. My God! I should have slit his throat that time I had the chance at Trotsky.
We must defeat and capture von Bergow.
Aye, there's always some we must with you fellas.
Look, if we succeed, we'll free our king.
Who gives a damn about some king?
Everyone. He'll drive Sigismund away and end the war.
Ha! You lot, and your big plans.
What's the matter? You didn't mind what we were doing until now. And all of a sudden...
Until now we chose our foe. One we stood a chance against. And engaged them when we had an edge. And for some time now we've been getting into wilder and wilder enterprises. But go. If you must. And try not to die there. Damn it. In the meantime, I'll wait at the fortress in Sukdal. That's where we'll meet.
So, mon ami, are you ready to go and capture le Seigneur von Bergow?
Me? Yeah. But I hope your mercenaries will be up to the job.
Ne t'inquiète pas, mon ami. Le Seigneur Morgenstern can always be relied upon.
Who is this Morgenstern?
C'est un bon ami à moi. We met years ago au Grand Tournoi de Lorraine, at the estate of the Duke there.
Can he be trusted?
Le Chevalier Morgenstern is not only a warrior, but also a serious patron of the hearts, a man of renown.
How did you find Morgenstern?
Pendant que vous étiez chez les Hongrois, I went to Kettenberg. Le Chevalier Morgenstern was with Sigismund, but he turned him down because, le roi n'a pas d'argent. The king has run out of coin.
So he's just an ordinary mercenary?
Not ordinary, he's a renowned condottiere.
Where does this Morgenstern come from?
From Brunswick. His ancestor fought for Emperor Charles. A good house, mon ami.
So why is he earning a living as a mercenary?
C'est une triste histoire. He lost considerable estates due to his relatives and battles in Eastern Prussia.
So he became impoverished?
In truth, it was more his passion for art that led him to ruin.
Why is it so important to capture Otto von Bergow?
Isn't it obvious?
Pray enlighten me.
Look, Otto von Bergow is the supreme chamberlain of this land. He's in charge of all the royal towns and monasteries, meaning he is worth his weight in silver.
So, it's ransom we're after?
Not quite. Von Bergow is one of the leaders of the League of Lords against the king. If we want the lords to free our king, we have to force them to do it. And capturing von Bergow would be the best way to do that.
And to think, until recently, you couldn't give a damn about politics. How does Zizka want to attack Malashov?
He didn't tell me much, but I got the impression it'll be a bit different compared to the usual tactics. A major operation.
Such secrecy. It almost seems like he doesn't trust us.
True. Zizka's being damn tight-lipped. But I don't blame the man. After Raborsch, Sigismund had a lot of our people arrested, and I'm sure a lot more are frightened. Any of them could betray us.
You think there could be a spy amongst us?
Doubtful. All of us here would gladly stab Sigismund in the gut.
Or that traitor von Bergow?
Brabant and I still owe him quite a bit of payback. I can't wait to see the look on his face when we take him captive.
What do you think about the Dry Devil?
Hinek. I think he's a right bastard. But I'd rather fight with him than against him.
So why does Zizka trust him so much?
Hinek is Jobst's ally, and Sigismund is their common enemy.
What do you know about the attack on Malashov?
You're asking the wrong fella, Henry.
Do you think we stand a chance of taking von Bergow?
Well, if anyone can do it, it's Zizka and the devil. Although I'm not saying it'll be easy. Or that I approve.
How's that?
God doesn't lead us by the hand. We have to find our own path to him. Or at least try to. And I'm not sure just how much divine mercy that pair deserve.
Shalom Aleichem, Henry. We're glad to see you, Sam.
My respect.
I'd like to learn a few things.
It will take some time, but you give me some coin, and I teach you what you want.
I'll be right with you.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I'd like to use your services.
And what are you interested in, sir?
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
Excellent. Pay up, and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be very satisfied. You Christ, pardon me.
Huh? You can't be here?
Excuse
That's
me?
it. Go now.
Now it's all good. But I'm no longer as handsome as I used to be. Don't you find me revolting?
Do you think I care about that? If you want to show off how tough you look now, go to the baths.
All right then, sorry. Humor is not one of my strengths.
That's true. Fortunately, I'm not with you because of your sense of humor. Or for your beautiful eyes.
What awaits us at Malashov?
A short but nonetheless dangerous battle. In the best case scenario.
And in the worst?
Things go to fucking hell. And our worldly cares will be over. So prepare well. This really won't be easy.
I'm ready. For anything.
Good. The task won't wait. In the evening, I'll assemble the men, and then we'll talk about what's next.
I'll wait with you. How about we knock back a few cold ones in the meantime?
I'm not drinking today. I want to have a clear head. But once we have von Bergow locked up, I'll gladly drink the whole region dry.
So I say him, what do you expect when you drink like fish? Fish are not able to walk either.
And then he threw you out?
No, he cannot, because...
Ah, vous êtes là. What is happening, Capitaine?
A mam nadzieję, że kurwa przeżyjemy.
Pojebało cię.
Enough of the chit-chat. I want to know if we're gonna get to work, Zizka.
We shall. No reason to wait. Von Bergow won't stay in Malashov forever.
So tonight?
Before dawn. Even the dogs will still be snoring. And we'll have plenty of time to move.
I can't wait.
Sorry to disappoint you, Hinek. I need you in the village.
Oh, fuck. I was looking forward to that cannon.
Luckily, we have Crow for that. He says he knows how to use cannon. So the only question now is, who's gonna help him with the bloody thing?
I believe I might be of assistance, mes amis.
You've already helped quite enough, Frenchman.
The Duc de Bourgogne, once, showed off such a bête lourde in Champmol. And I was there.
Is that so, Baron? Do you know how to handle it?
Oui. If I have a few strong men to assist me.
All right. Kubianka will go with you. If anything fucks up, we're counting on you to save our asses. The rest of us will lure the fortress garrison out, so we can cut them off. We'll split into two groups. Me and my men will cut the village off from the fortress. The second group will enter the village from the other side and cause mayhem. That'll be your job. Set fire to a haystack, make a racket. In short, anything that will lure the fortress garrison out into the open. You get me, Devil?
Oh, aye. A good old blood orgy. As soon as they stick their noses out, the trap falls.
And the rest will go like this. Listen up. Malashov is only a handful of cottages and a tavern. Fortunately, Kunzlin's fortress is a bit beyond the village.
Fuck. Looks more like a small castle.
Aye, it's well fortified. It's got a moat, 2 gates, and a big tower. That's where von Bergow will be.
And don't forget the drawbridge and the secret passage.
Korytarz był zamknięty, byłem tam.
Aye, it's to be expected they'll seal off the passageway, so we have to get inside, over the bridge, and through the gate. You and Capon will deal with that, Henry. You two know it better from inside. Then, you'll let us in.
Damn. That'll be as hairy as the balls of St. Killian.
Aye, it won't be easy. But this isn't the first time for us. And besides, this time we've got artillery to back us up. We have to get to the tower whatever happens. And if it all works out, we'll drag von Bergow right out of bed.
God willing, he'll be sleeping like a log.
And another thing, the Devil's Den is no longer safe. So after the attack, we'll pull back to Sukhto Fortress.
Any place better than that shithole.
You're right there.
Abbas, no doubt Peter Pisek will be delighted to welcome us.
He wants to fight Sigismund? Well, here's his chance. Especially since he missed the last skirmish with von Bergow. Any questions?
What should I do?
You and Sam come with me. I need your youthful... zeal.
What about Rosa Ruthard? I hear she's in the tower with von Bergow.
Don't forget to bring a white horse so you can rescue her properly.
Everything is clear to me.
We're glad. Hitch up, men! Let's take advantage of the dark and get to Malashov before the cock crows.
Kurwa.
What the fuck?
Don't know whether he sprayed me with blood or piss.
What, are you mad?
We were only supposed to stir things up.
What did you think we'd do? Get drunk with them? Torch the village. No prisoners.
Look, just wait a moment.
What is it, youngster? What's the problem?
Do we have to burn down the whole village?
What of it? Can't you carry out a simple task?
Well, I don't know if...
Listen, von Bergow's in that fortress full of men. When they see the fire, they'll run out to extinguish it. They won't be expecting us. I never put my men's lives on the line, especially if I can have the element of surprise.
I won't murder innocent peasants, Devil.
What? Do you have kin in the village? Who the hell's got into you?
This is the way my family was killed. They massacred them. And why?
Kurva, that's your problem. This is a war, and this is our plan for getting von Bergow. So if you want to do it your way, fine. You want to be a commander too? Let's see what you're made of then. I can't guarantee you'll survive, though.
I can't give you any guarantee either.
I don't need one.
Minds? Stop it!
Yeah.
Well, well. The bastard taught the devil to dance. So you won. The stronger dog fucks the bitches. We'll let the turnip pullers live. I hope you know what you're doing. Let none of our fine fellows fall instead of the few damn peasants. Because that'll be all your fault. What you gaping at? You never seen a man get his arse kicked before? We'll do it the youngsters' way. The boring way. Leave him. Let him be. Muster up. We'll go round the village to get to Zizka. Nice and quietly. What's going on, Devil? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I had a bit of a disagreement with this brat here.
This is your plan? To burn down the village?
What of it? We're at war, if you hadn't fucking noticed.
There's innocent people there.
Do you think I don't know? But better them than us. They'd run for the woods before we started anyway.
Are you serious?
Sei mich poche, Freund. Sei mich poche.
It is the law of God. We are at war here, not those peasants.
Fuck this fucking shit. Well, it's too late to go back now.
But that fortress is still full of men.
There's another way to do this. I'll take care of the first gate. You'll have the element of surprise.
Fine, Henry. You've made your bed, now lie in it. But if any of us die today because of you, I'll gut you myself. Fuck. It's almost your time. You need to sneak quietly over the wall, youngsters.
It's still dark. That'll give us cover.
I'll go with them.
I appreciate it, but this is not for you.
Easy, Father. We're trying not to die here.
I'm giving them my best men. That'll have to do, friend.
I'd like to see what they look like.
Here I am. Kalani. We got leather. and Otto go ahead to check out fortress.
Good, Janosch. We'll take care of the drawbridge. And you, Henry, open up the first gate for Zizka.
And then we'll storm in there like a fox into a chicken coop.
Could you repeat that?
We'll climb over the rear palisade and take control of both gates at once. You open the first gate, and we'll take care of the drawbridge at the second one.
Exactly. Off you go. No time to waste.
Good luck, fellas.
Good. The rock isn't so steep from this side, and the patrols are only on the eastern wall. Let's go, fellas.
That is a good place.
There? Really?
Yeah, there. Nick a and do it already.
Yeah. Hey, just a moment.
Henry, you go first. And look out for the guards.
Attack! Pull up the drawbridge!
Now just to open that gate.
Watch out! They attack the castle! Close the gate, quick!
Occupy this place quickly! Kill any man who doesn't surrender!
How the hell will you find me with his mark?
Take cover! Shoot faster!
Come on, Ned!
Flank him! Still have that cannon! Just have to hold on!
Got him! Next! Yeah, smash his face!
For Christ's sake, get on with it!
Have it!
And now take cover behind the wagons! Hear me! Behind the wagons! We have to hold out until they take down that damn bridge! Shoot! Shoot now!
Rip your arse open!
Dalej! Jazda! Aż mi włosy na dupie dęba stają.
Retreat!
Dopicie! Save breath and push! Już dojrzałem, by sobie pochędować. Także do roboty.
Still have that cannon!
Chuj z ciebie i wkurwiasz mnie! Twoja baba jest...
Shoot! Take them down, quick! Ready to die?
Now just to open that gate.
Attack the castle! Close the gate, quick!
Occupy this place quickly! Kill any man who doesn't surrender! Okay, boys, we still have that cannon! We just have to hold on!
You're not up to it!
Shoot! Shoot now!
I'll be it!
Who's back?
Go back.
At him! He's got no chance alone!
Fuck! I can't see him!
Hey! Come here with this bastard!
Flank him!
Now, fucker!
Daj! Jazda, pchaj! Aż mi włosy na dupie dęba stanęły.
Pay for that!
Zdopicie! Save breath and push! Już dojrzałem, by sobie pochędożyć. Także do roboty.
Wkurwiasz mnie? Chuj z ciebie i wkurwiasz mnie!
Twoja baba jest brzydka jak noc. Ty kozia dupo.
Zabiję cię, ty szarzu!
I can't see him! It's like a shooting range here! Fucking bastard! No!
Christ protects me!
No! No cover!
Take much more of this.
Can't those idiots hit anything? Give them time! They're all out of time!
Let's go.
Forward! To the top! Behind the wagons! Let's go! Quick! Forward! Forward!
Hey! Ty kurczaka nie
Fuck you, yours!
Light him up! I got him! You're one of them! That one hit the mark! You got him! Matt!
Fucking hell!
That's it! Done! Something! Haven't had enough yet! Oh, blood!
Weiter so!
Time is out! Keine Chance!
Flank him!
Ich schneide dich auf! Brech ein
You
Gebiss!
did it! Keine Chance!
Come and help me!
I'll shoot you an extra ass!
Let him die for that, you
Let's go, men! Clean things up here! Sam! Anna! Someone get an axe and turn this fucking door into splinters!
It's not finished yet.
One of you will get an arrow in the arse. Because you're out of your fucking minds, bastards.
What will we do now?
Everything's fucked.
Von Bergow is holed up in the tower. He has shooters there, and we're running out of time.
We'll have to parley with him.
Cover and wait for orders!
Oi. We're not going to give up now.
That's right. Let's go. We're going to have a nice little talk with the Royal Chamberlain. Hey, you! Up there in the tower! We want to talk!
Listen! Stop shooting!
Now we'll see what von Bergow comes up with.
Fuck all! He's trapped!
Chamberlain, you are surrounded! I propose you honourably capitulate!
He doesn't have a drop of honor in him.
Ah! Would you give me one reason why I should do that, Pirkstein? I'm quite comfortable here. I will gladly wait for my allies in Kuttenberg to arrive. You can talk to them. Ah! And you're making a lot of noise. All that shooting you're doing must have been heard in the Hungarian camp.
Is there a point to any of this? I mean, we can avoid further trouble.
I agree. There is no point to any of this. And on top of everything, it is absolutely inappropriate in the presence of a noble lady.
Good morning, Lady Rosa.
Lord Capon! Henry!
I don't know why we can't make a deal. Ransom would be a good solution for both sides.
How is that?
We'll get money and free the king, and you'll have time to change sides once things with Sigismund go to hell. And since you're our prisoner, you won't lose face in the eyes of your League of Lords or Sigismund. And you can still settle your differences with Wenceslas.
Damn it. All right.
Can you give me any guarantees?
Why, of course! Nothing will happen to you. You have my word.
Your word, Bjergstein?
We're not barbarians, we're noblemen, Sir Otto. Your dead body would be worthless to us.
Ha! How sincerely simple, huh, Enoch? But yes, I can trust you. When it comes to ransom, you can always be counted on.
Fine! But what will it be, Lord von Bergow? You can flatter the devil all you want later.
You have convinced me. You're right. It is not in the interest of the kingdom to wage a war against each other. On the contrary, by becoming allies, we can all gain, ensure peace, and liberate our king. Very well. Agreed. We are coming out.
Ah, how fickle Lady Fortune is. First you're on top, and then you hit the bottom. You would have thought back in the Bergow how things would turn out.
Come on. Move.
What? Did you think I'd have you tortured like you did to me?
Time to settle accounts. You will pay for what you have done.
No! He's under my protection.
He's a murderer. He deserves to die.
Nobody's going to be killed here.
Fuck! That was a blast. My skull's ringing.
The way that Brabant load that last shot, it nearly blow his French ears off. It is wonder that Hop survived it.
You got lucky today. You won't next time. The finger of God is fucked, Otto. Sorry, that must have cost a king's ransom. Oh, my lady! Anyway, I think we're all done here.
We have what we came for. Load up the wounded, and anything of value, they're ready to leave.
You go ahead. I'll just have a look around here.
All right, Henry. Take care.
Here, Mutt. Quick! Quick! Greetings, lass.
Shalom Aleichem. Are you here to do business? What can I offer you?
Oh, actually, yeah, I am. I just wasn't expecting a Jewish girl to be handling things. Is that common in your community?
That depends. My name is Rachel, and I'm the granddaughter of Abraham ben Yitzchak.
Where are you headed? Not straight to Prague, I hope.
Borur. We're returning there from Breslau, but I would rather we stay in Silesia. They do not murder our people there. The same cannot be said of Prague.
Who wants to kill you?
White people such as yourself. When pestilence strikes, the crops fail or war breaks out. Who is blamed, huh?
But I don't understand.
Or you do not want to. Just like bloody Pesach 20 years ago, when all of the Prague ghetto was burned to the ground. And Usim always blamed bad events on us, the Jews.
Why are you returning to Prague?
My Zayda Abraham is sick. He believes he's dying and wants to be buried with his forefathers. He's my grandfather, a very wise and revered man.
Forgive me, but the name Yitzchak means nothing to me.
I'm not surprised, Chamer. How could a barely literate donkey possibly know of Abraham ben Yitzchak, the revered scholar of Prague?
Whoa! I'll have you know I've spent time among monks at the monastery in Sassau.
Pah! The Benedictines? Those hypocrites cannot see past the end of their nose. They are nothing compared to my grandfather, the scholar, Kabbalist, and writer whom many seek for advice. More is the pity that the confusion of age has crept up on him.
So how about doing some trade? If I see anything I like, I might buy it from you.
I sell to whoever I wish and buy from whoever I like. But I might just make an exception for you, Hamer, and show you some mercy.
By God's grace, I'm a lucky fella then.
Nothing to your liking, sir?
Quick! Quick! Go! Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
I was glad to be of help to you. Sir? You silly doggy.
Here you go. Take it. Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
Thank you. And come again, sir. You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Look what I have for you. I'm not sure what to think of Malashov. I reckon it was a success, but I can't bring myself to feel happy about it.
What's done is done. The devil got his ass kicked, the peasants still have a roof over their heads, and if it weren't for you, half our men who are now rotting beneath the walls would still be breathing.
After what I went through in Skalitz, I couldn't just burn down people's homes.
Tell that to the dead. If only you'd let the devil do his job, there'd be a lot less of them. Look, I know you probably imagined yourself heroically saving the king and protecting innocents. And believe me, that's exactly what we're doing. It's just not as simple and honorable as we'd like it to be.
Behold, I am the handmaid. Be it done unto me. And dwelt among us. Hail Mary, pray for us, O Holy Mother of God. Greetings. What would you like?
I beg your pardon, milady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived, and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere.
God be with you.
Greetings, Henry. What are you all dressed up for?
My word. All it takes is a good wash, and a man has to beat the women off with a stick.
You jester.
So, I'm back. How's it going? Have you got anything out of von Bergow?
Not yet. We need to fix ourselves up after the battle. We'll hear what Otto has to say tomorrow.
Mary, and the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, pray for us, all sinners and all that we are in the promise.
the finger of God is a piece of rubbish.
Aye! Who are you calling a piece of rubbish?
Not you, the cannon.
I cannot what?
The cannon.
Is that you?
That pièce de pacotille could not handle one burst.
First? But you missed the gate first time. I told you we should aim lower.
If they had made it properly, we could take another 3 fortresses with it.
Ha! The Great Baron has been everywhere and knows everything. So he goes and shoots at clouds.
And even Kettenberg. And I would restore my reputation.
It's a sweet pastry.
I can't hear.
On holidays.
How'd you feel?
What did you say?
How do you feel?
C'est terrible, mon ami. When the cannon flew apart, I thought we were done for. I am alive. But I feel like all my bones have been ground to dust.
Kubienka doesn't look too worse for wear.
Because I took the force of the blast for the both of us. I pushed him aside at the last moment.
Aha. How did you know that the cannon was about to burst?
Intuition, mon ami.
What?
I'm just getting warmed up, you shit.
What do you think of Rosa Ruthard? Never met a girl like her before.
What do I know? She's a Schickse, so not for me. She's quite comely, but a bit too smart for her own good. A man has to be wary of those, or else he will end up like Adam did with Lilith. Think of the poor fellow who will have her for a wife one day.
What do you think about Malashov? We were damn lucky.
More like the people in the village were damned lucky. I'm glad you talked the devil out of burning it down.
Well, it took a bit more than talk.
It takes guts to stand up to Hinnek. But to beat him? My lord.
Do you think he'll want revenge?
You humiliated him in front of his own men. It can't be ruled out. You'd better keep an eye on him. Or go and have it out with him, straight up.
Any idea what'll happen next?
Another madcap scheme, most likely. What else? That's all we ever seem to do, in case you hadn't noticed.
Sometimes I ask myself what me and Capon have got ourselves into.
I tell you what you've got yourselves into, but I don't want to start cursing.
Fuck you. I'm just getting warmed up, you shit. Whack it!
Excuse me.
You've lived through more battles than I have. What do you think about Malashov?
I won't lie. There were moments when I was ready to meet my maker. But in the end, I was amazed how it turned out.
The devil wanted to make things simpler for us.
And so I heard. And I also heard what you did.
No, it was nothing, really.
If you say so. But I'm glad to see you still got that boy from Skalitz in you.
Careful. Nice work! Nice work indeed. You saved the peasants but sent your own men to the slaughter. You like to keep your hands clean, but war is a nasty business. So who are you going to sacrifice for your conscience next? Your little Jew brother? Cape on? Yourself? You play the game, but you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose. You learned nothing. You understood nothing. And yet I tried so hard. And yet we share the same fate. Lord! My family was slain too, by the Turks. I felt just like you do. And Eric went through the same thing. That's why I took him in. We're one big family. Of orphans. Well, of course you do have a father. Although he's not gone so far as to give you his name.
Look what I have for you.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him. And you can join in.
Welcome to Sukdal, Lord von Bergov. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Hold your horses. He's a noble and Sigismund's right hand. If we torture him, he'll be no use to us as a hostage, and Sigismund will be out to avenge him.
That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to settle scores with him. I gave him my word.
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before God. Even the devil must respect that.
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen to this bastards, the more my fists itch.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat and a smug face.
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
This is unbelievable. He's lost everything, but he still thinks he can push us around.
Well, he's right, though. He is one of Sigismund's closest men.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
See? Fortune is turning her back on you people. A pragmatic man like you ought to recognize an opportunity. If you help us, the Margrave will remember you for it. And will also let bygones be bygones.
You're getting ahead of yourself a bit, boy. The crown is still firmly on Sigismund's head, and the Obst won't find it easy to wrest it of him. Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotsnov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
Seriously?
Are you not glad? I thought that was what you were after the whole time.
I don't think Henry shares your sense of politics, sir.
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that.
And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid, morale is poor, and the Kuttenberg miners are rebelling, so the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mintmaster, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
That sounds almost too easy.
You took the words out of my mouth. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
Christian of Pisek is the steward at the Italian court. He could help us.
Perhaps. But my brother's never been easy to deal with. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mintmaster's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope. It's just that you can't trust him.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not?
Fuck.
We can't. Godwin, say something. You're a priest, after all.
You're right. Jesus. Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears! Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Lorette's, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Is there no other way to solve it? Without violence?
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right. Let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that. Me? You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice. May God look the other way. Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
What if the legate refuses to talk to us?
Well, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them on. Like, Godwin, eh? Since he's a priest.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for anyone. Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the plan. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him. Then we'll find a way somehow.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and maybe guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
Zhizka's right. You're safe here.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Roothard Palace. You want Roothard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
That's that then. Let's get to work.
What do you think of the deal with von Bergow?
I don't care about von Bergow right now. Did you see how everyone ignored me there? I may be younger than them, but I'm still a nobleman.
They're nobles too.
That was no obstacle to you in Malashov when you went against the devil.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't do something.
That makes sense. And the devil could use a few more cuts and bruises. You did the right thing. I probably wouldn't have taken him on.
If Sir Hanush saw you at Malashov, he'd be proud.
Well, now I just look like a fool. And it was only thanks to me that von Bergow even lived to see that council.
But you can't really blame Sam. If you were in his place, you'd see red too.
Whatever. Someone like him has no business threatening a noble's life.
Someone like him?
You know what I mean. Why do you keep defending that madman?
What's bothering you about Sam so much? You're bad-mouthing him all the time.
He's simply doing everything in his power to piss us off. He does whatever he wants, doesn't listen to orders, sticks his nose into everything, and if someone stops him from doing something completely moronic, he goes mad. Yeah. Well, maybe you two really are related.
I thought people like you would abhor defection.
I'm your hostage. I appreciate being treated well, and I don't hesitate to reciprocate. That is all.
You want to buy your safety by snitching on your own allies?
What snitching? Sigismund's precarious position is no secret. And I don't have to worry about my safety, do I? Lords Capon and Pisek have sworn that no harm shall befall me, assuming you can keep that Jew in line.
You'll be nothing but a traitor to Sigismund and his people.
If you attempt to steal the silver, you will draw all attention to yourself, whether you succeed or not. They will hunt you like vermin. And my so-called betrayal will be the least of their concerns for quite a while.
What did you think of von Bergov's interrogation?
Oh, well, no blood was spilled. Nobody got tortured, and Otto kept all his fingers. So if you ask me, it went nice and peacefully.
Is there any chance we could actually pull off this robbery?
Only if everybody does what they're told. You included.
I thought that was water under the bridge.
I'd love to forget that beating, believe me. But the body gets old, and every new wound takes longer to heal than the one before.
Now you sound like some grandpa with one foot in the grave.
Watch that grandpa doesn't tickle your belly with a knife in the night, you cheeky bugger. But hey, let bygones be bygones. Actually, it's a good thing we didn't have to slaughter those dung grubbers. But now you have to listen to your elders and betters. Got it?
Have you and Zizka thought about what you're gonna do with the Italian court silver?
I'm not planning that far ahead. First we'll have to steal it, and then get out alive. I'll think about how many rounds of beer and wenches it'll pay for when I'm sitting on top of it somewhere safe.
But what if the plan falls apart?
I won't lie. There's a very high chance some things will go belly up. And if it does, we'll all be praying for a quick death.
You're not serious about praying for a quick death, are you?
You fucking bet I am. Getting caught with Sigismund's silver in our clutches would be the beginning of a very long and fucking painful journey to the afterlife. If we're to be in town by morning, we have to leave at night. It's a long...
What will you do when me and Lady Rosa go to town?
We need to fix ourselves up. We've got some wounded to take care of. We also need to work out some details of our plan.
Such as?
That Routard passageway will help us. But it's only the first step. We need to know how the court runs, and then what we'll load the silver onto, and where we'll take it. And, just in case, we need to know escape routes from the town.
What will happen to von Bergov now?
What do you think? He'll stay here. Pisek will watch him and keep him company. Well, he may not be as pretty as Routard's daughter, but he could get some more useful information out of him. Aren't we making a mistake?
No.
It's extremely dangerous.
If we're to succeed, I forbid you to have such thoughts. Are we clear?
All right, we better get to work. We've got to sort out our equipment and take care of the wounded. How many do we have?
Only 4. Sam and Kubienka are a little banged up, but they'll be better by morning. Brabant's pretending he's dying, but he's fine. And Berta's halfway on his way to his maker.
Is there anything we can do for him?
No. The maid Susanna is trying to ease his suffering, but it's only a matter of time before he croaks.
There's nothing we can do to help him anymore?
I tried a chamomile decoction, but he's in too much pain to fall asleep.
I'll go and see him. We'll pray together. And if you want, I'll stay with him. Until the end.
Praying won't help him. Better to give him some potion that'll put him to sleep. A sleep he may never wake up from.
Do you really regard that as humane? Killing him instead of letting him die in peace when his time comes.
In peace? Have you even seen him?
Did you hear what was arranged with von Bergow?
Of course, but I don't even have the will to shake my head anymore.
Is there something you don't like about the plan?
Don't like? You lot have gone mad. First, you bring von Bergow here in shackles. Then you let him put a flea in your ears about how to outsmart the king? And now you want to walk right into his people's clutches? Have you taken leave of your senses, for Christ's sake?
Well, you make it sound like things were different before with Zizka.
You bet your ass it was different. He didn't act like a fool, and only took actions that could actually succeed.
Here you go. Take it.
My respects.
Hey.
Thank you, and come again, sir.
Oh, don't come. May God give you health, sir.
Was soll's?
You what? Ah, this is pointless.
Did you and Capon make up?
I do not see any reason to.
I won't force you, but seeing as you'll probably be spending a lot of time with us, you should learn to get along.
Stop treating me like a child. I am older than you, and I know how to behave.
So I can trust you to follow orders? Because if you don't, you're not going anywhere with this.
Do not worry. I will be as obedient as a dog.
Looks like the two of us will be going to Kuttenberg alone.
I can hardly wait.
How do we even get inside Ruthar Palace?
Like I said, through the underground.
Well, I suppose by now I ought to know you don't have back doors here. Just secret passages, eh?
You are in mining country, you know. There's more going on here below ground than above.
How will I find the entrance this time? From the position of some cross again?
No, I'll guide you this time. It's just below the walls. You only need to know where to turn.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
When they captured power, von Bergow's people came to Ruthar Palace.
Did they do anything to you?
No, I wasn't harmed. But before they took me away, they ransacked the place. Then von Bergow just took me to Malashov. It's likely Vavak took our home for himself. He's always threatened to do that.
Well, you can try. When we free your father, Ruthar Palace will be yours again.
I hope so. But that's still far from certain.
Are you ready to go?
One more thing. Do you remember how I asked you to bring me my book from Malashov?
Well, how about that? I almost forgot. Here it is.
I'd lost all hope. Thank you. You carried it for quite a while. In that time, I would have read it twice over. Did you at least peruse a few of the pages?
Oh, sure. I read a little.
And what did you think?
While reading it, I thought the writing style seemed familiar.
Really?
Well, yeah. As if I knew the writer himself. Or herself.
Women writing books. Come now.
Why not? I bet they would write better than many men.
Such audacity.
More like experience. I once helped with copying. Most of it was boring drivel.
I can imagine. A person does all that work to learn to read and write, but then they sit you down at a table to copy the works of others for the rest of your life.
Waste of time, right?
Not just time, above all, talent.
Hold on. Who wrote this, then?
I did.
You said you could teach me something. What did you have in mind?
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned wisdom with you.
Very well, then, Lady Know-It-All. Let's say, then, I come on bended knee. What scholarship can you pass on to me?
That depends on what you're interested in. There's a whole world hidden inside of books I could talk to you about for days on end. Or if you prefer actions instead of words, I can show you a few shooting tricks. But I can't right now. Come back another time, all right?
Shall we go?
There's no point in dallying.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
I'll be with you. If anything happens, just stay behind me and...
Ah, my hero! But since I'm the one who knows the way, I'll be going first. Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
How far away is it, anyway?
Soon there'll be a fork, and from there it's only a short distance. You'll see.
And where does the passageway end?
In the cellar, conveniently enough. It's always best to arrive inconspicuously. Oof, startled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
When we were defending the Barkov, we got buried under the rubble from a demolished tower.
Oh my god!
He was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Bergow. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry, I was a silly goose to bring it up.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
I hope you don't expect me to carry you.
I most certainly do. Unless you want to prove to me that you really are an uncouth village oaf after all.
Well, so what? It's hardly more than knee-deep.
That may be so, but a courteous man should offer to help a lady.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Maybe there is something knightly about you, after all. I'm waiting. This is not how one carries a lady, you barbarian.
Maybe not in Kuttenberg, but it's how we did it in Skalitz.
But it's not very comfortable.
Ah, just grin and bear it, my lady. We're almost there.
Oof! I don't think you'd be welcome at a royal court. But I am dry, so I thank you.
Oh, Sakura! I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
What do you mean, get rid of them?
You killed most of von Bergov's garrison at Malashov, and now you want me to tell you what to do?
My. How quickly Lady Rosa can change her mind. What's the difference between those ragamuffins upstairs and the villagers at Malashov, eh?
But this is our home. Our property. They have no right.
Folk who have nowhere to lay their heads and nothing to eat aren't much interested in the troubles of the rich. They just seize the opportunity.
You're right. But they can't stay here either. They'd give us away.
Oh, so I'm supposed to slaughter them? Just like that?
Yes, that scum has no right to defile this place with their presence. It's our home, our property.
Which means they deserve to die.
If we want to be sure they won't give us away, we've no choice.
But we don't even know who they are or how many are here. They might be harmless cripples, but they could also be a pack of cutthroats.
I know, but what do you want to do? Sit back and wait for them to die of old age?
So you want me to get rid of them? But what will you do? I'm responsible for keeping you safe.
Don't you worry. You don't have to hold my hand in my own home. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
All right. Now turn around so you can't see up my skirt.
Right then. Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well.
Hold your horses. Who let you in here, fucker?
You're trespassing. This place belongs to the House of Roothard.
You're wrong, friend. The Rootards have finished in this town. We own the place now.
What are you gonna do about it, fucker?
Now you're gonna die.
Sucker. Rosa?
What are you...
Could you... Rosa!
Show your stuff!
Fuck you, son! Fucking hell! Wanna try me?
Over here!
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit one too.
Stop shouting. What if there's more of them?
There are. That's why I'm shouting.
What?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
What a mess.
I'm all yours! Wanker! If you open it, you... What was that? Hmm? Hey, volley! You nearly hit me, damn it!
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do. But we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention, it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or...
Or not at all.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
The mess is the last thing on my mind. There was my mother's silver. My brother's hunting trophies. And my books. It's all gone.
If our plans succeed and your father is freed, do you know what will come next?
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's why you're helping us, isn't it?
If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
Maybe it won't be necessary. As soon as Jobst and his troops arrive, you'll be safe again.
Maybe. But your duties are elsewhere. Capon's estate is in Ratai. Besides, he'll be getting married, and you'll surely be accompanying him. Why should my father and I stay here anyway? What do we have left? Oh well, there's no use in crying over spilled milk. Ziska's herd will be here tomorrow. I'd like to get some sleep before then. Would you please leave me alone?
All right. I'll keep watch downstairs.
What about Vabak? You were supposed to go and see him today.
I was, but that was before we knew what to expect here. I can't leave you alone now, so it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Thank you. And you get some sleep too, so you're rested up for it.
They left no stone unturned. Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Ziska and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look. I see you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though. Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Malishov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. We'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We had to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
Why would she? She asked for it herself.
Mainly because you were going. She doesn't seem to like the rest of the group very much.
Well, it's not like you're doing much to change her mind. And the way things look around here certainly didn't improve her mood.
We may be bastards, but we're not ungrateful. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mintmaster's key.
Mutt! Here you go. Take it.
Crime of all kinds is surging in the city, with dubious characters moving in.
My respects.
One and all, the tax will allow the city authorities to strengthen our defenses. We'll take you and your neighbors to claims and rewards. The tax will apply to all those who make and sell their wares within the city's precincts.
Not a soul around. Very odd.
Mintmaster will be so disorganized.
Henry? How the hell did you get in here?
I'm the one asking questions here. What are you doing here?
I'm dealing with some trouble.
So I see. What trouble, though?
In case you hadn't noticed, the Lord of the House isn't here. He took to the hills.
What? When?
Only a few days ago. He took the coin from his little secret operation, packed up quietly in the night, and went God knows where.
Has no one been looking for him?
No. He'd occasionally be gone from the Italian court for weeks on end. What's a few days compared to that?
What are you actually looking for here?
Vivac's papers, especially ones with my name on them. I can't have people from the court finding evidence of my connection to the secret enterprise.
Did Vivac take the Mint Master's key with him?
Well, if he had any sense left, he'd leave it here.
Why's that?
No one will be looking for the coin from the secret enterprise. But if it turned out Vivac had disappeared with the treasury key, the whole court would be after him. Unfortunately, Vivac isn't that stupid.
What's to be done? Damn it. I wanted to talk to Vivac about it, but me and you are going to have to sort it out. The question is, whether I can trust you.
Excuse me? I took a big risk to help you last time, and you don't trust me all of a sudden?
Only this time the risk is even bigger.
Risk, you say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. And I like gains. Talk to me then. It can't hurt to try. The worst that might happen is I won't help you.
All right. I need to get a couple of people into the Italian court unobserved.
What? Have you gone quite mad?
I know how it sounds, but we've got a good reason and a good plan. Believe me. We just need a little help getting inside. That's what I need Vivac for. But he's not here now.
I hardly think the dirt we have on him would be enough to make Vivac do something as crazy as that. Well, it's true. I owe you. For keeping your lips sealed. But this is a bloody dangerous business. What do I get out of it if I help you?
You'll get Vivac in hot water. He might be away, but he's still the Mint Master. And if our plan works out, he'll be up to his ears in shit.
That's not saying much. There's no way I'm risking it for something as vague as that.
Think about it. Vivac's gone, and if we succeed, Sigismund won't have any coin to pay his army. He'll go back to Hungary without appointing a new Mint Master. That will be your chance.
I can't deny it. You know how to sweet-talk a fellow. All right? Let's say I'll help you. But there's one thing we have to be clear about. If it all goes wrong and the slightest shadow of suspicion falls on me, I'll spill the beans about the secret mint. And I'll blame it all on you. You know a lot, and you'll happily confess in the torture chamber.
Well, all right then.
I'm glad we understand each other. So, what exactly is your plan?
We'll get into the church council meeting as the legate's retinue.
The legates? What do you mean?
In any case, it'd be wise to have someone at the meeting who can make sure the legate doesn't do anything stupid. We'll be keeping an eye on him, of course, but it'd be better to have a local on hand as well. And that would be your job.
Well, how can I put it? If you manage to get to Cardinal Pozzo and persuade him to help you, take you with him to the Italian court, not give anything away, and lastly, make it through the entire council without shitting himself, I'll walk barefoot to Rome myself.
Yeah, very droll. So will you help us or not?
I can turn a blind eye to someone sneaking around the courtyard, or reassure anyone at the council who notices something is off. But don't expect anything more. And what will your lot do in the meantime?
That's all you need to know. We just need you at the council.
Very well then.
Now I just need to find Vivac's key. Have you seen it?
No, the only thing I found Vivac left is this letter. Here, take it. Maybe it'll help you. And Henry, don't forget, I'll help you but I can't afford to be under any suspicion. Do you understand?
Count on me. And thank you.
Save the thanks, and let me get to work. Rutard, Polna, Crondel, Naz. No Pisek to be seen. Wine, bacon, lard, 5 dozen eggs. That's not it. Hermes Trismegistos. Who the hell is that? Hermes Trismegistos. Who the hell is that? Rutard, Polna, Crondel, Naz.
Ugh. Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vavak, wherever you are.
But wait, didn't Dirk used to come to your place a lot too?
Aye, he still does. But at least I have time to play dice. You feel like rolling a few tonight?
Completely hammered again.
Their bellies may be full, but their heads are empty. Fat asses and empty spaces where their
I'm
hearts
sorry?
should be.
The customers have been singing your praises recently. I do the best I can. I'm glad to hear it.
Keep close to
well,
the others.
when I wash their hair, I give them a hidden neck massage as well. And I give their back a chocolate... All the girls do that. They must be something.
Be walking around by yourself.
Happy to be of service, sir.
And that old priest was completely hammered again.
What do you want?
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
Certainly. We're open.
I could use the company of a pretty bath mate.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
Excellent. Pay up, and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be very satisfied.
My. That many times, eh? You must really
Easy, good horse.
You look different. Have you been to the baths?
My word. All it takes is a good wash, and a man has to beat the women off with a stick.
You jester.
You threatened them. But then you just screamed and fell into a faint. And a good thing.
I was at the Mint Master's place.
Hold on. Everybody should be hearing this. Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
Aye, I've got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quel puanteur! Put it away unless you want to see my breakfast.
And what about the Mint Master? Will he help us out?
Vavat got out of the town. But in his house, I met Christian Apisek, the steward of the Italian court. He promised to help us if we get in a tight spot.
Can we trust him?
I think so. He owes me. But he's afraid they'd know if he was involved.
Did he tell you anything interesting?
When he heard what we were up to, he said we were mad. According to him, we'll either get killed on the spot or end up on the gallows.
Maybe we should, reconsider.
This fella's got no imagination. If we could snatch von Bergow's fucking cannon, this'll be a piece of cake.
That's all he told me.
Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready before Catherine returns from Loretz, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know exactly where the way through is to be made.
That'll be your job, Henry. And Brabant's going with you.
Excuse-moi? Why should I?
Because you've been telling us you know the Kuttenberg underground like the back of your hand.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from mind maps and drawings. Nobody will let men of my standing enter those moldy shafts.
Where are the others, anyway? Kubienka, Ada, and Janos.
They heard there was work to be done, so they left à l'anglaise.
Did you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
They're getting some wagons so we can move the silver. If Pisak wasn't lying, there's quite a hole there.
What exactly are we supposed to do in that cellar?
Get as far as you can, and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see. Why do I feel like that sounds a bit too easy?
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you better have a weapon handy.
Come now. Surely you do not mean...
Rutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll go with someone else.
With Rutard's daughter, eh? One night wasn't enough for you.
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way around the town underground too.
Oui. That is a good idea.
Why not? Maybe the cold down there will cool his hot head.
What will you lot do in the meantime?
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the Devil's Den somehow. They'll just sit tight till we give them back their legate, and then we'll let them all go.
The main thing is keeping Godwin away from the booze. Or we'll have no way of talking to the gents from Rome.
I'm gonna go explore the underground passages that lead to the Italian court. Can you tell me more about them?
What exactly would you like to know?
Where exactly are the tunnels?
They run under most of Italian Street. Some are remnants of the original mine gallery, but other parts are much more recent. So far, only the section from Ruttard Palace to the crypt under the church is accessible.
Well, the church is quite a long way from the court. If the tunnel has collapsed anywhere, we're out of luck.
Right. But the tunnels were checked properly before they started building the church. If some part collapsed, we'd be the first to know.
Tell me more about this mine gallery.
It's been abandoned for years, but we could use it. According to the drawings, it's very close to the court cellars. Christian of Pisac confirmed it.
That's a very strange coincidence.
My father said King Wenceslas had long suspected he had enemies among his own ranks. Maybe he had an escape route built. He just didn't finish it in time.
What was the tunnel to the crypt used for?
It's a safe route for anyone who wants to disappear undetected. Just like the one we took to get here.
Has anyone ever used it?
No one that I know of. The servants used it to dispose of waste.
Waste? What kind?
It leads from the kitchen, so I'm sure you can imagine. Bones, scraps, slops.
Oh, wonderful. What exactly am I supposed to be looking for down there? What are we searching for?
We need to find and mark the point where the crypt wall joins with the tunnel. When we break through the wall, only a thin partition will be between us and the cellars of the Italian court.
But how will I know I've found the right place?
You can tell if there's a cavity behind the wall by the sound it makes. The gallery is also damp, so the spot might be a different colour.
So, I'll be knocking on the walls in the dark and looking to see if any is a different shade?
Well, yes. Pretty much.
Thanks for the advice. Anything else I should know?
You'd better hold your nose and look before your feet when you enter.
All right then. I'll try.